Alright, so right out of the top of the heart, this nice blue one is the pulmonary trunk and aorta. The aorta comes up and becomes the brachiocephalic. Brachiocephalic artery is going to branch into three things. Wow, one's missing. Right subclavian. It's going to go underneath the clavicle. Right common carotid was missing, but it's right there. Then left common carotid. If you go back down here, we have the left subclavian coming off of the aorta down here. Super small, right there. Alright, first branch off of the subclavian would be the internal mammary artery. Missing. But it was right here. That's where you can see it connects. And it would come up and travel along the chest. You can see part of it from the left side over here. So internal mammary. And then another one comes up this way. The only one that's going to head up from the subclavian, you have to push fast. There you go. Sorry. So it's internal mammary coming this way. Oh, hey, there's part of it. There you go. Internal mammary and vertebral going up towards the vertebrae. It's very small inside there. So mammary, vertebral. That subclavian becomes the axillary once you cross the ribs. Sorry, little quick surgery. There we go. All right. Okay. So the axillary, we have this little tiny one right here. It comes up and splits. And usually they're a little longer, but you've got this one going down is the costocervical, and this one heading up is the thyrocervical. Continue on down here, and we have the subscapular artery heading down towards the subscapular muscles. As soon as you cross that, it becomes the brachial. So it's subclavian, crosses the ribs, becomes axillary, like armpit. As soon as you cross the subscapular, it becomes the brachial. And it's going to continue out into the arm, and it will split into two, and I'm not seeing the ulnar. There we go. There's a little of the ulnar. It goes radial and ulnar. So missing in action. Got a little bunch of those, radial and ulnar. Sometimes the rabbit just doesn't die very well. It happens. D-Y-E, not D-I-E. The arteries. Okay. So the left common carotid is going to come up into the neck, and it's going to branch into the external carotid arteries and the internal carotid arteries. They go the opposite of what you think. The external heads medial, and the internal heads lateral, so it goes to the outside. The reason for that is that internal mammary is going to go into the cranium. The external is going to stay outside the cranium. And that's it for the arteries in the chest. Oh, I missed one more. Thoracic aorta. This is just that big red one in the back behind the heart and lungs. Thoracic aorta. Veins, since I'm here, and veins of the chest. You got the jugular, external jugular veins coming up towards the neck. The first branch off is going through here, subclavian, axillary, brachial, radial, ulnar. It does the same thing as the arteries, without all the little tiny guys. And then there's one vein down below here, the azygous vein, or the azygous vein, and inferior vena cava. That one's going to keep its name all the way through to the hips. So inferior vena cava is going to go down below everything, and it keeps going and keeps going all the way the length of the body.